back to Redneck Snack, where life is too short to be serious. This is going to be a fun review. I hope lots of people watch it, because I think this is interesting stuff that kind of differentiates myself from, other reviewers, because I do some interesting things. And not to say other reviews they do, but this is one of my different things. So I've been just following Reddit, seeing what people, what the trends are. And I'm in that Mountain Dew thread. And so all the hoopla has been, all these different gas stations are doing, they're doing these freezes with blue colored Mountain Dew. And I want to compare all three of them. So there's three that I know of. If there's any more, comment, and we'll get that squared away. I'm talking about the blue Mountain Dews. I've tried Major Melon from 7-Eleven a while back, at some point. But now there's three different Mountain Dews. I can't remember what the other two are specifically. I know one's from Royal Farms and I've seen it, so I'm going to go look for that. Then you've got Blue Shock from 7-Eleven. I'm not sure what's in that, but I think it's definitely going to be different than the one we've got to start out with. And that is the Game Fuel Berry Lime. So a lot of people say that tastes just like Berry Monsoon. So I wouldn't be surprised about that. But I just thought it would be cool to do a review that features three different items from three different stores that are all kind of connected. They're all blue. They're all Mountain Dew. But I'm sure each one is unique. So I thought it was just cool that all of them are doing this. And I thought I would just piece this together. No, I don't have all three at once. But that's fine. I think it's fine. We're going to do this how I do it. And so the impressive thing is they give you a really big cup for $1 from Speedway. Of course, I'm probably barely going to drink any of this, but we can show it off all you want. I think my thumbnail, I'm gonna pose with all of them, but I think my thumbnail I'm gonna try and incorporate all of them together into a thumbnail, just so you can see. But there's this. It's blue. It's got that Berry Monsoon color. It's like not a turquoise, but like, I don't know, like an aquamarine, I think would be the appropriate term. There's more scientific words and specific words for it, but I ain't got those words, so we're just gonna scoot along here. It's kind of frozen like a block of ice, but like not a block of ice, but like a block of snow, because it's soft, but it's nice and formed together. So there's that. If I put it in the freezer, it'll probably get turned into a block of ice. So I don't really want to waste this. That's probably what I'm gonna do. But yeah, let's go ahead and try this out. Please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, share, and check out my Instagram, Redneck Snack and Food. But yeah, starting here, and then we'll roll on. Probably Royal Farms will be next, because I know where I can get that. 7-Eleven's gonna be this big old manhunt, and just stay tuned, because well, you won't be you'll be watching this review, and it'll be in this review, but it could be very dramatic end to this review. So we'll see how long it takes. But we got the berry lime right here, so let's go ahead and try it. Yep. That's essentially Berry Monsoon. It's Mountain Dew. And when I got Berry Monsoon, when I reviewed it, I didn't seem to taste a lot of berry, but I think this time I can taste some either blue raspberry or blueberry there. And then that lime kind of overpowers the typical lemon lime citrus flavor of a Mountain Dew. So I like it. I think it's good. Yeah, this really is appropriate for a freeze too. Just anything lime does pretty well as a freeze. Pina colada, Well, I know that doesn't typically have lime, does it? I don't know. But lime with pina colada is pretty daggone good too. Yeah, I mean, it's a very simple thing. It does have a nice diverse profile of flavors. It's good. I think I like it more than I liked the Mountain Dew I had from Sam's Club. I think that's one of the things is I think the flavor just kind of burst a little better than it did from Sam's Club. It's a very nice, not overly laid back, but not overly powering flavor. Yeah, that's refreshing. So I give them props for making something that doesn't make me like, oh, it's okay. I like it. I really enjoy it. When I say it's my favorite freeze of all time, it might be a stretch, but it is really good. So I'll be fair. I'll give it an 8.5. I think, I don't know. I don't think I get quite as much as that lime flavor, even though it has good lime flavor. I don't think I get quite as much lime flavor as I was kind of hoping or expecting. But it's there. I mean, you can definitely taste it. But it's an enjoyable beverage. Now that last taste kind of, you know, lined up a little bit more with the soda I've had. A little less berry, a lot more lime. So it can kind of vary. So I wish it was a little bit more consistent on the berry lime mixture there. But other than that, it is an enjoyable beverage. So 7, did I give it? Yeah, 7.5. Well, no, wait. Sorry, 8.5, my bad. I give it an 8.5. It's a very good drink. So if you got a Speedway, you can get that. You can get Cyclone. Both are pretty good treats. Well, Cyclone's a drink, you know, but both are good. So not all Speedways have this, so just keep that in mind. Most have had Cyclone that I've been to. So anyways, that is part 1, and get ready for part 2. All right, guys, so we got a little bit of an interesting situation here. So I told y'all it was going to be 3 different Slurpee things or freeze things that I was going to review. Now, I might hold to it. I might stick to it. We're going to see. But there's no promises. And I have a revelation to make. Now, I think it might be the same for the other Royal Farms. Don't get me wrong. And don't hold me to it. But I think the freeze that we've got here is a Blue Shock freeze, which is what is apparently, you know, popping up at some 7-Elevens. Now, I also don't know if I'm going to be able to find the Blue Shock at any 7-Eleven. I am going to spend some time just hopping 7-Elevens trying to see if I can find it. But I can't guarantee I will find it at 7-Eleven. So, if I do, I will still do a segment on that certain flavor. No doubt about it. I will still hold to my end, like I said. But I can't guarantee it's going to be any different than the other one. The one I'm trying today, the Blue Shock from Royal Farms. Apparently it's the same. And it's a blueberry, no, it's a berry citrus flavor. People compare it to blueberry. I would love if it's that. But it does have quite a similar color to that of the berry lime monsoon kind of thing we got going. So the Speedway review, that was nice and dandy. That was cool. It did kind of taste like berry monsoon to an extent, but a little bit different. This right here is supposed to be its own thing. Some people hate Blue Shock. I mean, it hasn't been a thing in forever other than the freezes. So, I mean, there's that. So we're going to have to see. But there's that. Of course, I really don't know what my thumbnail is going to be. We're going to have to see what I come up with. But I just thought it was just interesting compiling this big old mega review on 3 different freezes. Of course, if there's anything else you want to update me on in terms of freezes with Mountain Dew, I've tried this Mountain Dew Slurpee. I'm not intrigued to try anything other than the Slurpee, you know, because it's not going to be any different. And B, I've had Major Melon, and of course you see this video, I've tried everything that's in this video, clearly. So yeah, let's go ahead and try the Blue Shock from Royal Farms. Of course, I don't know what the 7-Eleven one tastes like, and I don't know if I'll find it. But I have Blue Shock here, so if I don't find it, we've got a review with 2 different freezes. So here we go. Okay, this one tastes a bit different than the blue raspberry lime flavor that you get with, I'm just drawing a bite, with the Game Fuel, the berry lime, that flavor, or monsoon, whatever you want to call it. This is different, and I like it a lot more. It's just got a more enjoyable fruity flavor, if you ask me. Does it remind me of blueberry? To an extent, sure. I think this is really good. Like, it's refreshing. It's enjoyable. I'm really just tempted to say, hey, this is a 10 out of 10. I mean, it hits all the elements. It's got sweetness. It's got just the touch of carbonation. And it's just very fruity. One of my favorite frozen beverages I've had ever, or maybe at least in a while. And then you get nice little tones of dew, undertones of dew. So that's there. It's definitely got Mountain Dew flavor. So don't be worried about it not having that. It definitely is there. It just undertones that nice and fruity experience that you get from this. You know, that drink I had from Speedway, I wasn't really tempted to, you know, go all in and try and finish it. You know, it was enjoyable, but it wasn't like a great experience. It wasn't wonderful, wasn't mind-boggling, life-changing. But this, if you see Blue Shock anywhere, like, I would probably even risk it and say that the 7-Eleven one's probably the same. This is just divine. That's pure bliss. Now, here and there, it does seem a little weak. Like, the flavor's just not as good there. But other than that, like, it's a very enjoyable drink. So easy to just down. And, you know, just as summer comes to a close, which this video might not be up till fall, who knows. But as everything starts to cool down, it's sad to think about because, you know, you're less tempted to get one of these. But hopefully there's a hot day out there and you're just sweating and you need something to refresh you, and you got a Royal Farms near you, or you got a 7-Eleven that carries Blue Shock, because this is good. I think there's kind of like undertones of citrus too. I think that's the whole thing with Mountain Dew, is that it already is a citrus forward thing. So I think that's kind of what's going on for it. But yeah, I really like that. I really think that does well, and I think you would do well drinking it. So do yourself a favor, go to Royal Farms if you have one and get the Blue Shock. I will have a more firm idea of, you know, if this is the same as the 7-Eleven Blue Shock once I try the 7-Eleven version. But yeah, just stay tuned for that. I love it. I love this beverage. Great job to Mountain Dew. Great job to all the people working together to get this out into this store, into other stores, I think it's a great idea. And whoever said they hated Blue Shock, whoever spelled it BLEW Shock because it sucked, I think you suck. You're probably not watching. You're probably in your little Reddit world, going through all the threads, just hating on every Mountain Dew you can. No, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm hating on you now. You're probably not doing that, but I don't know. I could see this being a good soda. Maybe you just don't like blueberry. And Mountain Dew has not done a blueberry soda, and who knows how long. It might have been when they did this Blue Shock in 2002, which is a long time, my friends, a long time. So I don't mean to ramble on, but I think I need to, well, I'm trying to decide how I go about this, because I don't know if we're going to have that third part or not. So I don't want to, I think I'll just make a third clip saying, I'll see y'all around yee. So we'll just make a transition here, and then we'll decide what that third clip ends up being. But anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this review so far. I hope you keep watching, because hopefully we've got one more thing to talk about. Part 3.